Hey everybody, what's up? This is some type of artist, and I don't know, I kind of just felt like doing another Let's Play again. I told you in the GU one I'd come back for something sooner or later. Thankfully, this is not going to be anywhere close to the length of .hack GU, which I am still. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still so worn out from it, like months later. But this is Darkwing Duck for the NES. This is just it's a platformer, an old platformer that I really liked playing when I was a kid, and I still like playing today whenever I have the NES hooked up for whatever reason. I was a big fan of Darkwing Duck as a kid, but I, for the life of me, can't remember almost anything about the series at all. So if you're coming here looking for, Darkwing Duck nostalgia, cringing, inducing goodness, then I'm sorry, but it's just gonna be the game because that's honestly the most I remember about the series. But anyway, let's actually start the game. I guess we could talk more about other stuff in a little bit. This isn't going to be a very long let's play. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 parts. I still don't know how I'm going to break it up. There's 7 levels, so that doesn't break evenly into anything. Once again, we need your help, Darkwing. A mysterious crime wave has swept over the city. We believe these crimes are the work of that secret criminal organization, Foul. You must put an end to their fiendish plans. Launchpad will brief you with the details of your missions. Remember to collect all of the stolen diamonds and gold bars. Good luck, Darkwing. So that was, I don't know who that was. That was, like, the leader of the police or something. I have no idea. Feel free to let me know, because I'm doing this live this time, so it's not like I can go and hop on a wiki, just like I did all the time in the GU Let's Play. But they'll give you 3 levels to start with. We have the bridge, and we have the city, and there's the sewers over here. I usually just go in order. It's not like it's a huge deal, but if you want to mix it up, you can. But Quackerjack and his henchmen are blocking the construction of the new bridge. You'd better stop them before someone gets hurt. Do you want to go there? Yes, A button, no B button. And then we just fly our... I don't remember what it's called. I had a toy of this. One thing that you might notice that I talk about a lot involving Darkwing Duck is that I do remember the toys. The toys were... oh geez, I feel like I should explain stuff on the screen, but... Anyway, these guys here, these guys are like normal little henchmen. The thing I just picked up was a gas canister. Earlier, you saw that lightning bolt thing, and you see TG under my heart. That means I have like a special attack that I can choose with the select button, and there's limited ammo with it, and each type of special gas will have... it'll take up a different amount of gas. So like the thunder gas here, it can shoot in these 2 different directions at 45-degree angles, as opposed to the normal gun, which just shoots straight ahead. There's like little diamonds and gold bars scattered around that what's-his-face told us to collect. I don't really think it has any kind of bearing. This is a 1-up. It's a Darkwing doll. I had a Darkwing doll when I was a kid, so that's extra funny to me. Sometimes you'll see these little go symbols around, and if you jump into it, old dude here will interrupt you again and let you play like a little bonus round. I'll show this one off, but I usually don't really do the bonus rounds, mostly because they boot you back to the beginning of the level or the checkpoint if the bonus round happens to be after a checkpoint. And I don't know, it's not a huge pain to like backtrack or anything. It's just I kind of just want to get a move on. So all these little things with G's on them, those are your gas canisters. The little ones will increase it by a little bit. Big ones will increase it by 10. I forget exactly what the little ones go up to. But as you can see, we're booted back here then. Unfortunately, like things like 1-ups and the special gases won't replenish when you do this. So if you think that's a good way to like get extra lives or something, unfortunately, the game kind of foresaw that. So this little thing that I just picked up with the heart on it, that will fill your health. Your health is indicated by the heart in the upper left-hand corner. You'll lose a 4th of it each time you get hit, so you can get hit 4 times before you lose a life and go back to whatever. That's pretty much it. The bats here they're not too bad, even though I just got hit by one. They won't really fly towards you unless you like go above them. So the ones hanging here, they'll just stay asleep if you just hang on to the little thing that they're attached to. Other than that, you know, it's an NES platformer. I can't say it like shines in any particular way. Oh, here's a good one where the thunder gas would be useful. Yeah, these gases. I think I was starting to say earlier, they're not like more powerful than your normal shot. They just attack differently. So, you know, they'll be useful in different circumstances. The thunder gas in particular, I feel like, is always a little more useful just because of shooting up or down, because all you can do is shoot in a straight shot. And if you notice by the thing here, that was very much a Mega Man transition. I don't hear much talk about the Darkwing Duck game, to be honest. Part of the reason, I think, is, well, actually, I don't really know the reason, but the few times I did hear about people talking about Darkwing Duck, they're usually comparing it to Mega Man. And hoo boy, I'm just... all sorts of accents today. Are we gonna die on the first level? Seriously? Please let's not die on the first level. I need a purse. Well, it's not a purse, it's like a... I guess the first aid kit or whatever, but I think it looks like a purse. And I think one's gonna come up, so... yeah, right there. That's my purse! I don't know you! Oh, dang it. Oh, well, good job there. Boy, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about the Darkwing Duck game for the NES. I don't really know why. I mean, it's nothing like a fantastic must-have game or anything. I don't know. I just think it's fun. I definitely enjoy playing it the most. Or one of the most out of all the NES games I go back to. I think these days I enjoy Punch-Out a little bit more, but... I mean, as far as platformers go, I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's a shame that, like, it's not really talked about more. Like, if you're gonna, like, be talking about, like, the Duck character as a platformer on the NES, it's always gonna be DuckTales. And DuckTales is a good game, too, and everything, but... I don't know. I never really owned DuckTales as a kid. I, like, borrowed it from the, well, I didn't borrow it. I rented it from where did we used to go when we were a kid? I think the RX place, or that was, like, a pharmacy by us. I don't really know if we had, like, a video rental store, but, I remember renting DuckTales a few times, and I did have a lot of fun with it, but, you know, like DuckTales, the show, I kind of gravitated more towards Darkwing Duck when I was a kid. It's weird, though, because, like, I remember having a lot of merchandise. I remember having action figures. I remember having toys and dolls, and, you know, I even have some of those, like, little figurines that came out of the Kellogg's boxes. But, I really don't remember much about the show at all. Launchpad here, I was actually surprised to find out that, he originally came from DuckTales. And I remember watching DuckTales when I was a kid too, but I mean, I remember even less about DuckTales than I do about Darkwing Duck. The only reason I know anything about DuckTales now is probably because of the rebooted cartoon that I checked out. But, oh, these guys are tricky. So, they'll pop up. You can't hit them while their helmet's there. The only time you can hit them is, like, right before you attack. And unfortunately, you gotta be quick about it, because they'll shoot the fireballs, and they'll usually get you. So, I don't know, just be careful. You got like a tire segment here. So this gas up here, this is the arrow gas. I'm gonna grab this, and I hope it's not gonna be a huge... No, it's not gonna be a mistake. Actually, you'll need the arrow gas if you want to get a few goodies later on in the level. And, I'll show you what it does when we get there. But, oh shoot. Oh shoot. Yeah, I don't know who these, like, helicopter dudes are. Like, I don't know if they're, like... Like, I do remember in DuckTales they had the Beagle Boys as, like, the mooks of the show. I don't know if, like, these guys, whatever their names are, were, like, the mooks of Darkwing Duck, but, they're not too bad, honestly. It's just, like, a few sections. This one's, like, really easy. They'll stop, like, right in your line of fire. I always thought it was pretty cool. There's another Thunder Gas if you want to get it there. What was I saying about the show? I don't know. So yeah, I do remember, like, a lot of characters and stuff because of toys and things like that, but I don't really remember much about the show itself. I know Darkwing was, like, kind of, like, you know, he's the good guy and all, but, like, he's, I don't know, kind of an asshole, too. if I remember correctly. For someone that loved the show a lot, I didn't really have anything like on VHS or like home video or anything. We can use the arrow gas to get that up there. I guess I can show you like here. Well, if this guy would just leave. Achoo! Yeah, he like sneezes his shell out or whatever. But the arrow gas can stick to surfaces like that, and then you can grab onto them and go up. We don't need that purse, so we're just gonna skip it and wait for a little later. And then you can just get a balloon here to, for whatever reason, pass by all this stuff here. The thing below me there, that's heavy gas. Heavy gas is pretty useful too, but I usually don't end up using it that much. What it'll do is it'll just drop to the floor and then send like a shockwave in like both directions. These guys here gave me a ton of trouble as a kid because they have erratic patterns firing their bullets. You gotta hit them in the head, but unfortunately they do like this little bounce that kind of like throws the rhythm of everything off. You can press up on the control pad and Darkwing will raise his cape. It's so ridiculous what he can and can't deflect that it's just really got to be trial and error, because some projectiles you can, others they'll still hurt you. These little bullets, they happen to deflect them there, so you can do that. But yeah, they'll like do this weird little bounce thing too, if you don't hit them in the right spot. So, you know, it's not too bad if you just keep firing. I guess they won't shoot when they're like doing that bounce thing. So if you're getting like overwhelmed by them shooting at you, you can just shoot away at them and kind of center yourself a little bit. Lots of turtles here. Lots of turtles. They're cold. They're cold. Achoo. Achoo. Yeah, I don't know. They look very much like a like a Disney video game enemy, especially when they're doing that little shivering thing. Whoops. So here's where I don't like to take the arrow gas, because this is not a fun enemy setup at all, and the thunder gas would make this, you know, pretty easy. So we only have like half health too. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, Darkwing, thank you. Oh shit. Oh crap. Oh yeah. Oh boy, we're doing that again. So anyway, God, I'm doing this live and I can't even concentrate on what I'm saying. Oh well, there was more things I wanted to explain as I came across them, so that's why I chose to do it live instead of doing post-commentary. What else was I saying about Darkwing Duck as a kid? I had the toys. Picked up a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going back and forth with this commentary already. I know it there, but, yeah, I don't know, like, even some of these bosses, I recognize some of them, like the first one we fought, Quackerjack, I do remember him. I don't remember the enemy from this game. In fact, I was looking on a Darkwing Duck wiki a little bit before setting up this Let's Play, just to try to, like, get a little bit of knowledge about the show, and apparently he was somebody, the boss of this level was somebody that they created just for the game. So I don't know, maybe I remember more than I thought I did, and it's just like weird stuff they made up for the game, but because it's not like in DuckTales they fought every single enemy that was a boss was like from the show, you know? Like the Witch Duck, she was from the show, I remember her, but I mean like the rat you fight on the moon level, I'm pretty sure that wasn't from the show. Speaking of DuckTales and Darkwing Duck, so another weird thing, besides Launchpad showing up, that guy Gizmo Duck showed up in Darkwing Duck for, I don't know, a little while anyway. Like, oh, that's why I was talking about like VHSs and home videos and stuff, so I didn't really have like anything to like watch at home for Darkwing Duck, except for this one videotape called like the Justice Ducks. It was like Darkwing like getting a group of guys together to fight off against 5 of the enemies, got together and formed like a super evil league or whatever. So I do remember that. I don't remember everybody that Darkwing joined up with. Like he has like this girlfriend that's kind of like Morticia Addams from the Addams Family. I kind of remember her, but then there's like this, I don't know, this dinosaur that joins them that I don't remember at all, and this, like, fish or whatever. I don't know. I remember the enemies more than I remember anything about, like, the good guys themselves. I don't know, I thought they were, like, really interesting. The Quackerjack boss we fought, he was kind of like... I don't know, he was sort of the Joker of the Darkwing Duck world. Like, not really, but, you know, in the way he portrays himself, he kind of was. The next enemy we're gonna face, or next boss, I should say, is the Liquidator. He was always my favorite. He is this, like, dog that's made entirely of water and controls water and everything like that. Should we do that in this episode? What are we at? We're at 15 minutes. Nah, I'm gonna save it for the next one. So, sorry for the mess of the first episode. But please consider staying tuned for the next one. I'm sure it'll be just as, awkward with my inaccurate rememberings of Darkwing Duck for the NES. So have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye.